Have you ever had one of those days where you stared at your phone for so long that even your phone whispered, "Bro, do something with your life?" Yeah, don't worry, I've been there too. But here's the thing most people never say out loud. You're wasting your potential. And not because you're lazy or stupid or incapable, but because you're distracted, comfortable, and letting life pass like it's a YouTube video on 0.25x speed. So sit with me for a few minutes. No judgment, no lectures, just honesty, humor, and a tiny little slap of motivation. Let me start with a small story. Imagine there's a guy named Araf. Araf wakes up every day and thinks, "Today I'll become a better person." Then he grabs his phone, scrolls for 2 hours, watches productivity videos, motivational speeches, and somehow ends up watching a cat learn to swim. Suddenly, it's 3 p.m. Does Araf feel proud? No. Is he a bad person? No. Did he grow today? Absolutely not. He planned his potential, but he didn't use it. And guess what? Most of us, me, you, probably your neighbor too, we're Araf in some shape or form. We say we want more. More success, more growth, more confidence, more money, more purpose. But we do less to get there. We talk more than we act. We wish more than we work. We dream more than we build. It's like wanting abs, but eating cake while sitting on the couch watching gym videos. Abs don't come through Wi-Fi. Now pause. Think for a second. What is something you know you should be doing, but you keep avoiding? Learning a skill? Starting a business? Reading more? Exercising? Fixing your sleep schedule? Or maybe starting that YouTube channel you've been thinking about since the dinosaurs? You already know the answer. It's sitting in your brain like an app you downloaded but never opened. We don't fail because we can't do something. We fail because we never start. Let's break this down into something simple. Think of potential like a phone battery, 100% every morning. But you waste it on notifications, scrolling, worrying, comparing yourself with random strangers online. Suddenly, it's evening and you're at 3% battery, and you haven't done a single thing that pushes your life forward. No one becomes successful by accident. People don't wake up successful like they ordered it through home delivery. Growth is a choice. And every day you're making a choice, even when you're not aware of it. Choosing comfort over progress. Choosing distraction over discipline. Choosing later over now. And later is the most dangerous word in the world. Later becomes tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. And next week becomes never. Here's something funny. When we were kids, we believed we could do anything. Be astronauts. Be presidents. Be rock stars. We'd climb furniture like it was Mount Everest. Then we grew up, and suddenly we're scared to even apply for a job. We're scared to start a project. Scared to fail. Scared to look stupid. Kids fall 200 times when learning to walk, and they still try. Adults fail once, and we retire from life. We aren't lacking potential. We're lacking courage. So the big question is, how do you stop wasting your potential? Not with fancy systems. Not by waking up at 4:45 a.m. and drinking green smoothies made from grass. You start small. Stupidly small. Write one paragraph. Do 10 push-ups. Learn one new thing. Watch one less hour of junk content. Write 3 ideas. Take one step. Even if it's a baby step that barely moves you forward. Because potential grows when you move, not when you think about moving. The problem is never that your dream is too big. The problem is that your effort is too small. The world doesn't reward potential. It rewards action. A genius who never acts achieves less than an average person who shows up every day. Let me give you a soft truth. If you don't use your potential, someone else will outwork you and take the spot you wanted. Not because they're better, but because they started. While you were waiting for the perfect time, they used the time they had. While you were doubting yourself, they practiced. While you were scrolling memes, they learned skills. While you were thinking, they were doing. Potential means nothing without motion. Imagine having wings, but choosing to walk everywhere. You're built to fly, but you're living like a pigeon with stage fright. You want a better career? Learn. You want more confidence? Practice. You want a better body? Move. You want a better life? Build it. Every big dream is just a collection of small, boring steps repeated daily. You don't have to be the smartest. You just have to be consistent. You don't need to know the whole path. Just the next step. You don't need motivation every day. You need discipline, even when you don't feel like it. Potential is a seed. If you don't water it, it dies as a possibility, not a reality. And here's something most people forget. Your future self is watching you. 10 years from now, You'll meet a version of yourself formed by today's decisions. There are two possibilities. Version A: confident, skilled, successful, living the life you once dreamed of. Version B: regretful, wishing they started earlier, knowing they could have done more. Every day, every habit, every tiny decision, you're choosing which version you become. In the future, will you say, "I'm glad I started," or "I wish I did"? That answer depends on what you do when this video ends. You don't need a miracle. You just need to begin. Replace an hour of scrolling with an hour of building. Replace doubt with action. Replace excuses with effort. Because your potential is real, whether you use it or waste it. And deep down, you know you're capable of more. You feel it. You think about it. It nags at you like a notification you can't clear. You're not average. You're just unfinished. So get up. Start. Do something, even if it's small. Even if you're scared. Even if you don't know where it leads. Your potential is waiting. And it's getting tired of waiting. You're wasting your potential. Stop it. Start today, not tomorrow. Today. Now.